Yo, everybody, welcome. Ready to play some Madden tonight. But this is going to play a little bit. I know I say that all the time. I'm going to be. And that turns into like a 3-hour stream. So, but no, we're not going to play long. I'm not. But we're going to get ready to. So let's get ready here. Share the screen. But I appreciate everybody that showed up last night while I played. That was amazing to see about 8 people show up. I appreciate it. The only reason why I'm using this channel, it needs to be for a while. I need to go back to my other channel, but for right now, we're going to use this.
It's a game.
All right. All right. But here we go.
We're here at the confluence of the Ohio, the Allegheny, and the Monongahela Rivers, and welcome you to Acrisure Stadium on the North Shore of Pittsburgh, the home of the Steelers. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Dallas Cowboys and the Pittsburgh Steelers. We welcome you, Mike Tirico, alongside Greg Olson, the kicker, Brandon Aubrey. Set for the start. Off we go from the Steel City. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. Hey, check 26. Rodgers going to put it up to get started. That's complete. Calvin Austin. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
Going for it all. Oh, intercepted. What a bad start on the third play. Picked off by their rookie corner.
Take over first and 10 at their own 10-yard line.
A first carry for the former Tar Heel, Devontae Williams. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's second down. 2 yards. Shotgun snap for Prescott. His first throw of the game is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Cole Holcomb. And he's going to bring this one back. Wow, less than a minute into the game, it's a pick six and an early touchdown. And the defense comes up with the first points of this one. It is a pick six to make it a 6-0 lead.
And Mike, we talked all week which offense was going to be able to strike first and play with the lead. Well, the defense, they had other plans. They're able to put the first points on the board by capitalizing with that pick six.
Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. Avante Turpin on the return. Now an opening past the 30. Terrific return. He's taken down just shy of midfield. At their own 46-yard line. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it first and 10. Drive begins with a run by Williams. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. It's another run here for Williams. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. He'll come up to 3rd and 3. Now Prescott. And that is incomplete. Jake Ferguson was the intended target. And it's going to be 4th down.
But here we find the best laid plans sometimes do go astray. Every offense, Mike, what do they tell us? We want to stay ahead of the chains. We want to stay on schedule. This was a 3rd and very reasonable, incomplete on that 3rd down try. Now brings up 4th and short.
And he's going to pick up the Cowboys' first down. As they manage to convert, that'll keep this drive alive. Here's the give up the middle with Williams. He'll try to get back to the line, but he's not happening. He's going to lose a yard. On second down, it's down. In trouble, and down he goes. Derek Harmon gets us for a loss of 7. And now it's 3rd down. Prescott now. Oh, he couldn't set his feet, but he completes it anyway. And he'll get a good chunk of that yardage back, but he's still well short of the first down. Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Reed. And the Steelers are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
All right, so that's consecutive drives now. You've come out here and thrown interceptions. I think at this point, Mike, it's time to run the ball. It's time to give this offense a little bit of a reset, settle this quarterback down. And if nothing else, let's cool off this secondary. They are flying to the ball. They are taking chances.
Oh, the blitz gets there quickly, and down he goes.
This offense came into this drive hoping to extend their narrow lead, Mike, but instead, after first down, they find themselves in 2nd and forever following that big sack right out of the gate.
A diving effort there, but he can't reel it in. It's incomplete. Pat Fryermuth, the intended receiver. Now it's going to be 3rd down. No. 26. From the gun, Rodgers. He tries to get that one down the field, but it is incomplete.
I like the fact that they took a shot on 3rd and long, right? A lot of offenses in that situation would be a little bit more conservative playing for the 4th down punt. They're trying to pick up a big chunk play through the air, but now that you can't connect, it all but guarantees you got to punt this ball away as it brings up 4th and long.
could have broken for a bigger return, but as it is, nice job getting his offense a start out past the 30-yard line. Yeah! Dak can throw it here on first down. Over the middle to his tight end, Ferguson. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. 1 quarter in the books. It's the Steelers with the early lead. And we're back to the Steel City after this. We go 3 tight ends here on first and 10. On the give, it's Williams. And a good run there. Gonna get him 5 yards. From the 46. Here's second down and 5. They'll go again here with Williams. And he'll push his way ahead for a gain of 2. There to make the stop, the all-pro T.J. Watt. They'll try to run for it with Williams. But he goes nowhere. Call doesn't pan out. It's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Prescott. That is incomplete. Oh, they elected to throw on 4th and short. It does not work out. They turn it over on down. On the ground, it's Jalen Warren. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's second and 9. The shotgun, it's A-Rod. Over the middle, Metcalf has it. We'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
3rd down, 3 to go. Rodgers now. Into the hands of Thielen. He's got it. A pickup of 15 in the air. That's a Steeler first down.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
2 minutes remain here in this first half. We'll come back to the Steel City after this. 1st and 10. Rodgers. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. A couple of big plays, one after the other, and now it's 1st and goal. Warren. This defense backed up, but they bring the fire there. Stop him before he can get past the 3-yard line.
Brings up 2nd and
To throw, it's Rodgers. A look to the end zone, and it's broken up. Incomplete. There was no space, no separation that time. That's going to bring it to 3rd and goal. Here's Rodgers. That's over the middle and intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to take possession.
So you find yourself entering the red zone. It's hard to not start envisioning scoring a touchdown. Well, that interception, it changes everything. This is a huge missed opportunity. You have to capitalize and find a way to hang 6 on the defense.
And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all. Here's a 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, it's down. A short throw caught by Ferguson. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down. Operating from the gun, here's Dak. Right back to Ferguson, who's got another one. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
Even though they gave up that last completion, Mike, that's a really good drive there for this defense. I mean, from the beginning, on those early downs, keeping them from staying ahead of the chains, put them in a tough third down situation, and now it brings up fourth down, and looks like they're going to get off the field.
The Steelers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll discuss what's to come as fourth down is looming. They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. And for the third time in this first half, he's been intercepted. Picked off by Cole Holcomb. And with just 4 seconds left in the first half, a timeout is called. So now, after the interception, a sudden change situation. First and goal. Flush to his right. That's going to be incomplete. They say no to the field goal, but that backfires. They're going to come away with nothing as this first half comes to an end.
Chris Boswell to kick off.
Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. On the return, here's Turpin. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
Start the drive on the ground, and here comes a reverse. Past midfield, inside the 30. And he will go all the way. George Pickens. Touchdown, Dallas. Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Cowboys move out in front by a point. It's 7-6.
Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. And it's a poor kick here. Doesn't even make the landing zone. So that means the ball's going to come out to the 40-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Rodgers to throw. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down. Great way to start the drive. A gain of 20 and a first down.
At the 40-yard line.
Off the play fake, Rodgers. Right back to Thielen. Again, it's complete. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. Wow, they are moving the ball to start this drive. 21 on that play. Austin brought in motion. A first down throw from Rodgers. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Here's the former Memphis Tiger, Kenneth Gainwell. And the Steelers are going to be set up 1st and goal. Nice run, getting them down to the 6.
That's another Steelers.
To throw is Rodgers. Looking for his tight end there, but led him too far. That's an incompletion.
That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
That's hauled in at the 2. To the goal line and in. DK Metcalf. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. So now, with the lead up to 5, they're going to go for 2 and try to extend it out to 7. Looking to throw, it's Rodgers. To the end zone, it's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounders, Kenneth Murray.
That keeps the score. Steelers 12, Cowboys 7.
It's Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. On the return, here's Turpin. And they will finally track him down, but not before he takes this to the other side of midfield.
At the Steelers 49-yard line.
A handoff here to start the drive, but this will end up being a reverse. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. 2nd and 10.
Second and 10. There's a 49-yard line.
Here's Dak to throw. To the left side, he's got Ferguson. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. A gain there of 20. That's good for a Dallas first down.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and we're able to convert.
On 2nd down, a run with Williams. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain. 3rd and short. Prescott is a short one caught by Ferguson. He's going to have the first down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
That's good.
Here's a handoff to Williams. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it. Now a 2nd down throw for Prescott. That is caught. And the Cowboys are going to have 1st and goal, trying to finish off this drive with a touchdown. Williams will score. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and that's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
So we'll take it to the other end as we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown, time to kick it back the other way. On the return, it's Kenneth Gainwell. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. A-Rod down to throw on 1st down. We'll get this into the hands of Thielen. And they're going to mark him down up past the 35. A gain of 14. Good for a quick 1st down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
2 first downs, and they're at the 46 now. It's 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down. They run on the jet sweep. And he's going to be out of bounds down at the 30. A gain there of 24 yards. Good for a Steeler first down.
Steelers first down. 6:30. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard
From the gun, Rodgers. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
Big loss on the way. Brings up 2nd down.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Now Rodgers. The pressure gets there again, and again he goes down. Dante Fowler. He's able to force the big loss on the sack, and it sets up 3rd and long. In the shotgun, it's A-Rod. And he'll get a good chunk of that yardage back, but he's still well short of the first down. So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. We'll come back and finish this one off. After this, defense has to play smart, avoid a penalty on 4th and long. They'll drop to throw, and that is incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Got to let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on down. They're trying to burn some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold it no.
Only a couple on that one. It'll set up 3rd down.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
Yeah, here we go.
Shotgun snap for Prescott. And that is incomplete contact, but no flags. It's going to be 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
And now the Cowboys going to take a timeout, and they'll stop it with a little over 30 left in the game. On 4th down, the veteran Brian Anger on a punt for Dallas. As they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. Fair catch called and taken right at the 30-yard line.
1st and 10.
They'll come up for 1st and 10. Rodgers. That one down the field, but it is incomplete. They'll come up now for 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
Rodgers now. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up 3rd down. Rodgers. That one into the hands of Thielen. He's got it. And he'll be marked down at the 15-yard line. Now they get the timeout. Interesting situation. Do they kick it here or run the risk of getting in another play, possibly not getting it down in time? We'll see. He's got it at the 3. And this is a touchdown. They were not going to be denied, and they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play.
This game has certainly not been for the faint of heart. Like, we've been riding the ups and downs the entire.
And he will get into the end zone for the 2 and extend the lead to 7 points.
Everything's about matchups, especially down here this close to the goal line. I think my guy is better than your guy. I'm going to put him in a position to have success, throw it up to him, and let him do the rest.
Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. On 1st and 10, Prescott lets it go downfield for Ferguson. That'll be incomplete. And now we are down to likely just one more play. Here we go. One final play. He's going to look downfield once again. And that's going to be incomplete. The defense holds here in the final minute, and they're going to get out of here with a victory. So this one in the win column for the Steelers. They were the aggressors from the start, able to dictate the pace of play. And in the end, they come away with the victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Steelers, winners, as we say so long from the confluence of the Three Rivers in Pittsburgh.
Sunshine and pleasant temps have led to a wide-open roof here this afternoon at AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Dallas Cowboys.
Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
Set for football now at AT&T Stadium. Brandon Aubrey has the honors, and we are underway here in Arlington. And with a well-placed kickoff, that's what these new rules can do for you, as he'll be backed up to start this drive.
One guarantee I can absolutely make is that all week in preparation, the coach kept telling his team, we're on the road, don't do anything to bring the crowd into it. And that's exactly what they just did. A bad return, and now the home team crowd, they are fired up.
Now Lawrence down around his goal line. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And from the 4, they get it to the 8 on a pickup of 4.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
That's a nice job defensively to make sure everyone was accounted for, because ordinarily you pick up the guys downfield and sometimes you forget about the running back. In this case, they did not and dropped him for no gain.
And this pass broken up. Well, the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
4th down. Here's Lawrence. Got a man. That's Hunter. Pretty move. Running free at the 45. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Jaguars. Travis Hunter, 91 yards. And the Jags take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game.
Cam Little, the kickoff for the Jaguars.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. To throw is Prescott. A short one there, taken in by Ferguson. 2nd down and 3. Now a first carry for the former Tar Heel, Javonte Williams. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
A gain of 4 yards.
They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Here's Prescott. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Ferguson. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll stay on the ground with Williams. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29. They'll run out of the gun here, Williams. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. Throwing, Prescott. Open man, the tight end, Luke Schoonmaker. And he will have the Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Up the middle, it's Williams. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 1st and goal and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Javonte Williams, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from taking the lead. Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. It's up and good, so they go the conservative route instead, and it gets them a 7-6 lead here in the opening quarter.
Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Allen, nifty footwork. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Malik Hooker.
Partner, I think this will want to ride very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit in anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22.
15 yards. That's good.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he'll be taken down here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. After one, a one-point game, 7-6. Second and 5.
Everybody kill. Yes! 20 seconds.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line. Here's third and a few inches. Again, it's Williams. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Javonte Williams with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Cowboys are able to widen their advantage. So Dak will bring the Cowboys up to go for the 2-point try.
The Cowboys will line up.
Prescott, they're going to throw for it. And he's got it. So they tried for 2, successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. 3rd and 2. Lawrence will throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
16 yards. That's good for a Jaguars first down. A gain of 16 yards.
On 1st and 10, it's ETN. And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Hey, Ron!
From the shotgun, Lawrence. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
And they'll try and throw forward with Lawrence. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. Now a give up the middle to Williams. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. Now a 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd.
They run it again with Williams. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against?
At the 34-yard line.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction. Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. All around great play by Devin Lloyd, using his athleticism to get to the backfield and his strength to him for a loss. A short one there, taken in by Ferguson. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Now a man has been busy this afternoon. It's Williams. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
A gain of 2.
Prescott down. He finds his man complete. It's Ferguson. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They'll hand it off now. Williams. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6.
A gain of 6. That's another Cowboys.
Now Williams. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Now Prescott. Driving for the goal line, but he's marked down short. And with no timeouts, no chance to get the field goal unit out there. The frustration going to set in as that is going to be how. Oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Foyesade American. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports.
Cam Little to kick off for the Jaguars.
The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Ball on the 39. Here's second and a yard. Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. Loose inside the 30. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Cowboys. Miles Sanders, 60 yards. And the Cowboys come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. So Dak will bring the Cowboys up to go for the 2-point try. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more.
Jaguars 6. Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And trouble there on the kickoff as that goes out of bounds. Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, well, that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
Here's Lawrence to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Oh, and he'll just get rid of this one deep. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. And right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. That is incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
They're going on fourth down. Lawrence looking long for Thomas. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
Hey, kill! Yeah! What do you think?
On first and 10, it's Sanders. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 80 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
That's good for Cowboys. First down. First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Right back to Sanders on first down. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Miles Sanders with now his second touchdown of this third quarter. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And they are 3 for 3 on 2-point conversions as he is into the end zone for the score.
I guess when you're hot, you're hot. I mean, I would just go ahead and take the extra point and move on, but apparently they've got something to prove. Almost feels like something was said this week, and they wanted to make sure that they laid it on them in this game.
Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
Hey,
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on fourth down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk.
Travis Etienne, 81 yards. And the Jaguars are able to cut into that deficit. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
11, hey.
Lawrence going to look to throw for it. And he's got it for the two-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further.
14. Cam Little to kick off for the Jaguars.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
First down 10 at their own 27-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 9. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Yeah, this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
They'll run with Sanders up the middle. They'll get it up near midfield to the 49 before being taken down. Here's a 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd.
They'll go again with Sanders. A good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. 124 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Up the middle they go with Sanders. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there, a jumbo package look. They'll run with Sanders. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 2nd and 7 from the 20. Now Sanders. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for first. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Brandon Aubrey on for the Cowboys field goal. A 35-yard attack.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further. So 3 more points tacked on, and this margin getting more comfortable by the minute.
And with the lead where it is, you can actually feel good about field goals. We talk all the time about scoring 6s, not 3s. But in this case, they're just looking to chew up some time and come away with points. And that's the type of return that puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the defense now. They've got to go out on the field almost like it's a sudden change, almost like it's a turnover. They've got to go out there and try and stop them. But boy, what a tough spot they're in.
And he'll get this one down to about the 17. We have played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Arlington. It's the Cowboys with a football. They'll be looking to tack on to their lead as we get set for the 4th. They work now on 2nd and 9.
Here we go. 26.
Here's Prescott. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And the Cowboys are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Have confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the mark.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and take a look like turtle at this point. You just go ahead and play.
To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field. All right, Captain, it's batting down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you kind of run out of your running plays and fire another one into the end zone.
And oh no, it's incomplete. Well, it's a touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up 4th down.
Yeah, here we go. I think.
Prescott. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Jake Ferguson from a yard out. And the Cowboys' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Aubrey now for the PAT. And that stretches the lead to 27.
Makes the score Cowboys 41, Jaguars 14. Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player on the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline, because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And this is caught inside the 5. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 39 yards there, a big one. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
It's a loss of 1.
Hey, go.
Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. This Cowboy defense trying to hold him out of the end zone. They've run it to 3rd and goal. Screenplay, here's Etienne. Touchdown! Travis Etienne. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Jaguars get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team. but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
The Jaguars will line up.
They'll try and throw for it. It's caught at the 1, but he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the 2-point conversion, and that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further.
Cam Little to kick off for the Jaguars.
Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Well, CD, this is the ideal situation, the fourth quarter. You come out here late, not much time on the clock with a comfortable lead, and put the final nail in the coffin.
Yeah, this offense, all game long, they've been powerful, they've been dangerous. You're exactly right. They can end this one on their own terms.
First down.
Yeah,
First and 10.
This looks like a free play for Prescott. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it. Now they'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. Here's 1st and 5.
yeah.
Well, Prescott here to throw. Going right back to Ferguson. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
34-yard line.
Yeah.
Prescott to throw it. That is caught. Schoonmaker. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. It's a win for the Cowboys as we sign off and say so long from Arlington.
Finally won one. All right, guys. I was only going to play this a couple, and I did. So we are into the live early. No 3-hour stream tonight, my guys. I appreciate everybody in here that stopped in for a minute. I saw you. I appreciate it. I always appreciate people that stop by. But we are going to call it a night. I'm so glad that that everybody, so we're going to, I hope everybody has a good week. Don't forget WNFS at 7 o'clock Central. We are staying on that time. trying to. If something pops up, sometimes we'll go a little early. But as of right now, 7 o'clock Central. So I will talk to you guys in the next one. I just wanted to kind of get another live in. I'll probably go back to the gaming channel tomorrow or the next day. I don't know yet. I'm still kind of thinking about doing different stuff with it. I don't know. We'll see. There was more people on this channel then. So I appreciate everybody. I appreciate, who you guys are. I appreciate it. So see you guys in the next one. See you here in a so I love you all. And we're gonna take you out with a little something.
Yeah, here we go. 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 Yeah, here we go.
You know, I love you, buddy, up there. I know you're watching all of us. Peace out. See ya. I'm out of here. Adios.